Hi, we are back. We just concluded our deal. We just concluded the transaction, and I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. Do you know why I'm thrilled? I'm thrilled because we just got a deal somewhere around Lekki at an exciting and inspiring deal, that a match wasn't deal that we just secured. Before going, I was just hoping that this deal should come, should be exciting for us. That this deal we should put through on this deal, and bet you I got a deal much than I actually bargained for. I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled. I'm so inspired, and that's one of the things that I talked about. That you should go get deals. That you should go for meetings. Try to meet people on a daily basis, because when you meet with people, you are likely to get a deal. But if you don't get to meet with people, you are not likely to get deals. You don't just sit down in front of your laptop expecting that deals will come your way. You need to go out where people are, the people that have your money, the people that have your cash. Who's got your money? You go for them and you do your deal. Now, we just talked about in the earlier episode, in the earlier edition of this, we talked about how to building your own brand. We talked about using your addiction, turning your addiction around. Then number two is that you must also, number two thing, talking about how to build personal brand, is that you must focus on doing what? You must focus on being number one in a particular category. You must focus on being number one in a particular category. Now, what do I mean? You must be creative to do something that has not been done using your addiction. You have to be creative using your addiction to get to create a category that is currently not existed, or that a category that is not even being emphasized. Let's say, for example, I know that a lot of people know what they call rental income. For me, I decided that but a lot of people, no one has created a category within the real estate market called rental income investment opportunity. But decide, you know what, I'm going to coin that word, and while coining that word, create a category where I can dominate. Do you know what I have become? I've become the world's leading rental income investor. That is just what it is. That's what all these things are all about. So you need to create a category through your addiction where you are the number one in that category, where you are not like the follower or the copycat or the one who is competing with one person, but rather the one who is building a leadership role within that particular brand. That is how to be a brand. Why? Because a brand is a leader. A brand is not just a brand. A brand is a leader. A brand is a leader in a particular category. Why? Because it's the celebrity within that particular category. It's the celebrity within that particular space. It's the celebrity within that environment. It's the celebrity within that community. And so when you begin to think of celebrity, what do you think? Is the one who is number one in that particular category, in that particular space, in that particular community, in that particular group, in that particular organization. So if you must, as an individual, you must find out, what particular thing do I have that I can be a leader in? What kind of category can I create in this organization that I can be a leader in? What kind of category? For example, maybe you are a writer within a particular within an organization that you work in. You can choose to say, you know what, I'm going to be maybe a salesman that focuses on writing, because I understand how to write. So it's where other people are going out into the streets. I'm using my copywriting ability to do what? To increase my sales. So you use your addiction to get the result that you want. So you use your addiction to build a category that you can lead in. For example, somebody has an addiction for children. He must see a child today and appreciate that child. That could be an addiction. And that addiction could make you do what? Create a category for school where you begin to lead others, where you begin to maximize opportunity from. And that is how to win. So you must find out, where can I lead in? What kind of thing can I do that I can lead in? You must not do like every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because you know why? Sameness kills creativity. You don't need to compete with anybody. So the second thing that you need to focus on to building your brand is to use your addiction to do what? To create a number one position for yourself. Number three thing that you need to do is that you must command attention every day. You must command daily attention. Now, how do you command daily attention as an individual? Is by being in the face of your audience on a daily basis. Now, why? Because we live in a global world. We don't live in Nigeria alone. You live outside of Nigeria. Take, for example, social media has made it easier for somebody in the UK to watch me while I'm doing this presentation. I'm somewhere around Lagos mainland, for example. But you know what? Facebook has made somebody in UK, in Port Harcourt, in South Africa, in Somalia, in Syria, in Uganda, in Botswana, to be able to access the information that I push out on a daily basis. Now, my market is not just Nigeria. My market is outside of Nigeria. Why? Because those are the things, just because the world is moving at a fast moving rate. It's moving like the speed of light. And you know what? Technology has taken over. Now, you must be able to command attention to your audience. So your audience is not just Nigeria. Your audience is people around the world. And so you must be able to command attention every day. Why? Because it is a person that is consistent that does what? That we recognize as leader. It is a person that is consistent that we see every day, that we always recommend for opportunity, that we always think of, oh, you know what, let me do business with this particular person. Why? Because I saw him yesterday. I saw him 2 days ago. I saw him 4 days ago. Why? Because consistency builds credibility. If you are consistent, people's imagination of you will be that you are credible. If you are consistent in what you are doing, there will be believability in what you are doing. It doesn't mean that if you that you have some sort of quality, but rather consistency is what builds believability and confidence in the hearts of people. So for you to build confidence in the mind of people, for you to be able to create a brand, you must be consistent. Why? You must always show up every day. You must always show up on social media every day. You must always show up to your customers every day. You must always show up to your audience every day. You must show up to your followers every day. You must be consistent. And you know what? There's nothing like overexposure. Somebody says, oh, you know what, Chudi, why are you putting up so much Facebook posts, Instagram posts? Sometimes you get to put like 20 posts at once. You know what I said? I said there's never anything like overexposure. There's nothing like overexposure. Do you know why? Because you can never be too overexposed. All of us, we are already overexposed. We're already overexposed. Some of you are on Truecaller already. You're already overexposed. Some of you are on social media. You're already overexposed. Some of you already have your internet BVN with other financial agency. You're already overexposed. You know what? Another exposure by showing up your brand on a daily basis will not kill you. It will not destroy your brand. It will not create a negative impact on you if you know exactly what you're doing. So the third one is what? You must do what? You must command attention every day. The fourth one is what? The fourth one is that you must be what? You must be educating people. A leader does not sell. What it does is that it educates. A brand does not sell. A brand never sells. What a brand does is that it educates. You know what? It push away selling, and it focuses on educating. Oh, you're wondering, how will education help me to market my product? Help me to market myself as an individual? Let me tell you this. The best way to sell is to educate. It's the stressless way of selling. The best way to sell is to do what? Is to educate. The most important marketing tool in the world right now is to educate. Now, for example, if I have a school, for example, and I start training parents, educating people how to build their own, how to train their children, how to understand the mindset of their children, how to discipline their children, how to inspire their children, how to bring out the gift inherit in their children, do you know what will happen? The first thing that will happen in the heart of people is that, how do I get this done? How do I get this done? And you know what? Because some parents will always feel that, you know what, I can't get this done all by myself. I need help. I need somebody to show me the way. Who do you think will be the first person in the heart, in the minds of those people? Is the person who has taught them. So what brand helps you to do is that it helps you to educate. So you must, for a leading brand, must educate. A leading brand must not just be about selling. A leading brand must be about promoting its idea or its information by doing what? By educating the people. So education is very, very key. It's an instrument for you to be able to do what? For you to build confidence in the hearts of people. And that is one of the things that you must do as a brand. So you must be consistent. You must always show up every day. But you must always do what? You must educate your audience. Education is the cardinal force for you to be able to build a brand. Now, as we go on, I'm enjoying. I hope you have been following. If you have any question, I'd like to take your questions. And as we take your questions, I'd like to do a proper follow-up. I'd like you to share this video that you're currently watching. Share it, recommend it to somebody. Recommend it to somebody that you love. Recommend it to somebody that you believe that will inspire you, that you need to inspire with this and maximize success with. The fifth one is what? The fifth one is that you must never compete. That is how to build a brand. Leading brand don't compete. What do? They focus on doing what? On complementing. They don't compete. You don't go into a particular category and say, okay, I want to do what Mr. Banjo is doing. Rather, you do what Mr. Banjo is doing by improving upon it. You don't do what that person is doing. You improve on it. Leading brands don't compete. Individuals who are leaders in their fields, they don't compete. I've never seen a Nigerian celebrity or probably a Nigerian comedian that is succeeding in Nigeria currently by doing what? By competing. What they do is that they complement each other. It gets to show us that leading brands don't compete. What they do is that they complement each other's effort. But you know what? You must find out what your difference is or what your peculiarity is for you to become a leading brand. So get rid of the competition mentality, because you can never win by taking competition. You can never win by taking competition. That has been the package. You know, I hope my voice returns so I don't get to stress my voice so much. It has been an exciting one. Don't mind me, we're on the way instead of being in the office doing this. But however it is, we must keep on moving. We must keep on succeeding. Till I come your way again tomorrow, when we'll be doing what we call the Millionaire Hunters. I guess so much that today you have been able to learn something. I want you to keep on sharing, keep on subscribing. The YouTube channel is AFPING TV. Till I come your way again next time, you know what I will say. Adios. Stay rich and free. God bless you.